Hydrodynamic Processing Block R, MDC-1. It is time for your first mission. So should speak the computer. The main GM character of Paranoia, the most perfect role-playing game ever made, says so on the box. Therefore it must be true. But it illustrates today's topic, names. Names are very important. In Paranoia, the computer chooses the name for every clone, and the computer has a very different idea on what constitutes a good name and what constitutes a bad name. Concepts like Fred, Mary, Amy, Curtis are not terribly important to the computer. Hydrodynamic processing blocks are, as are Wankel rotary engines, or processor chips, or field stabilizer arrays. And so the computer will name clones after these very important things. After all, the computer is creating perfect clones. They should have a perfect name. The name chosen by the computer. Similarly, in a fantasy game, if you are adventuring with Hieronymus, Kargor, and Ipslor, you shouldn't name your character Fred. You should sound like you too come from a bad fantasy novel. Or perhaps a good fantasy novel. An example of Ipslor. But you should sound like you come from that world. Obviously, if you are playing in Call of Cthulhu, then Fred is a very good name. It is a very excellent name, since you are supposed to be a normal person. You are mundane. You are yet to be exposed to the horrors of the multiverse, that is all the Cthulhu nasties. In Call of Cthulhu, you should call your character Fred, or Brian, or Amy, or Jane. Think of James Bond. James Bond is the most boring name ever. That is why Ian Fleming chose it. He's supposed to be normal, nondescript. Of course, the character is anything but. The name was supposed to be very ordinary. Likewise, in a superhero game, your alias, who you pretend to be in day-to-day life, should be a very normal person. Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, Wally Green. These are very ordinary names that belong to Superman, Batman, and the Flash. Of course, their superhero names are very extraordinary, very evocative of what they are. So there are some thoughts on names. Pick the name appropriate to the scenario. Don't play Barry the Vampire. Do not play Fred the Adventurer, or Hieronymus the Investigator. But you should all be playing Hydrodynamic Processor Block. Yes, all the players' names should be Hydrodynamic Processing Block, just assigned to different sectors. MDC, KAR, FTY, JKL, FGH, and ERT. They'll love it. Thank you.